The best book to read is this book. So I was like, okay, let me just read this. This is going to be easier for me. Hey babes, can you hear me? Can you? If you cannot, increase your volume. It's Itsjanederry. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm telling you all about this book. I promised I'll always talk about a book in a month, and I haven't kept to my words. So some of you have been sending me messages, Jane, when are you reviewing a book? I'm sorry. Around 2018, I started reading. Then 2019, I got better. I was reading like two books in a month. Then this year, this lockdown, I've been procrastinating, guys. This coronavirus thing has really made me not to do a lot of things. I was giving a lot of excuses, but to be honest, the kind of goals I have, coronavirus wouldn't really stop them. Like, let me see, 70%. I don't know about you. Have you been able to achieve the goals that you set for this year? Did you? Please tell me in the comments. So notice we're already in September and this is the 9th month. The year is already over to me. But in one of my goals, I wrote that I'll be reading one book per month, and this year I have read only 2 books. You already know the other book. I know you already know. So the first book I read is this. Then I did not finish it. Then I had to read The Secret Mind of a Millionaire by David Ibiyeomie. I already did a review on that book, and I'm going to put a link here for you. If you haven't seen that video, please go check it out. So finally, I read this book again. Why? So I'm going to just give you a tip if you're a reader or if you want to start reading. You don't really have to start reading books if you don't really like reading. So if you don't really like reading, you don't have to read books. You can just download an audiobook and listen to the book while you do whatever you're doing. That's still a form of reading. Or if you want to read, don't go and carry big books, guys. Start with small books, smaller books. So I noticed that the books I always want to read, they are big, so they always get me discouraged. I always procrastinate. So I was like, the best book to read is this book. So I was like, okay, let me just read this. This is going to be easier for me. So I started reading this book. So why I picked this book, The Power of Commitment, is because it's smaller. It's smaller for me. It's easier for me to read, 55 pages. So normally I can read this book in a day, but guess what? This book took me almost 2 weeks to read. Why? Because I've stopped reading, because that habit was not really in me, so I had to start doing it again. So why I got this book was because it's going to make me to accept responsibility. It's going to make me to make commitment. So committed. Sorry. So in this book, David Ibiyeomie used the Cambridge Dictionary to define commitment as the willingness to do something with your energy. That's something that you believe in. So if you want to be committed, you have to be committed in 3 areas. Can you guess the areas? You can tell me in the comment section below. So in 3 areas. First one is God. So he went as far as saying that, okay, something else I like about this book, or I love about this book, is that it has highlights. It has a lot of quotes, and I have a lot of favorite quotes in this. So after reading a chapter, there is always 3 highlights or 3 quotes in them. So let me just finish talking about the first commitment to God, and then I'm going to read out the highlights to you. So he said you have to be committed to God. For example, if you are not a lot of people now have gone to the point where they say that they have a lot of money, they are social class, they cannot come to church, they cannot serve God, they are not supposed to be in service group. But he was saying that if you are working in a company and they will pay you, but when you retire they will stop paying you. So if you really want to be committed, if you really want to be successful in life, you have to put God first in whatever you do. He used Matthew 6:33 as the scripture to explain that in all that you do, seek God first, and God will put you first, and you always come out first, you always stand out. So if you really want to be successful in life, you have to put God first. If you really want God to promote you, you have to put him first. A retiree cannot receive any payment from a company. Hope you get. So let's go to the highlights. Let me read one of the highlights under the commitment to God. So this is how it looks like. I hope you can see. So the highlight is, say, 1, it is addiction to God that qualifies you for addictions from God. From addictions from God. 2, commitment born out of love is the secret for all time manifestation. Then 3, those that are sold out to God stand out in life. So number 2, commitment to your family. If you really want to be successful in life, the first one, God. The second is your family. A lot of people have time for their work, they have time for whatever they do, but they don't have time for their husband, they don't have time for their wife, they don't have time for their children, they don't have, for those that are not married, they don't even have times for their sibling, those that are around them. So he was saying that you have to be committed to your family if you really want to be successful in life. That someone that can really handle a very successful home or a happy home, they will come out to do better in the other aspect of their commitment, which is commitment to your assignment. You get? So that's the third one. The first one is commitment to God, commitment to your family, and then commitment to your assignment. So he went as saying that it is selfishness for a man or a woman not to know the size of their spouse underwear, or not even knowing the size. But come on, why wouldn't you even know the size of the person's shoes so you can go out and get them presents? He was now saying that a woman or a man is not supposed to mix up the time you have for your husband and the time you have for your wife with your children. You're supposed to have different time for them. You have to give them the attention that you need. That when you have attention for your family, you will not get into detention. There are lots of quotes in this book that I really love. So he was even saying that when you see that someone is really striving, is doing well in I don't know why I'm smiling, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be smiling. I'm talking to you. Why should I? Why am I not supposed to smile? Anyway, so he was saying that anywhere you see success, someone was committed to do something. Someone was committed to do well. So when you see a student doing well in school, that student, he or she was committed to studying for their exams. Guys, school goes soon open. You guys should go and read your book. Like me, I don't even know. I've not read anything since, but I'm going to look for a way to do that. So he said something again that a businessman or a woman, when you see them striving in their own career or in their business, they were committed to doing well in that business. You can't say you're going to do well in a business when you wake up very late in the morning, you open your shop by 11 a.m. and you close by 3 p.m. Guys, it's not magic. No be magic. It cannot work. You get? So the last one is commitment to your assignments. Just like a YouTuber, if you're not committed to taxing your brain to creating creative content for those that we watch, you're not taxing yourself to go out of your comfort zone to film videos. For example, I am not really good at really relating with people, going out, you get, but I have to learn. I'm still learning though. So you have to be committed. If you want to do well in your assignments, you have to be committed to take all the pressure, forget about the pleasure, you get. There's time for your jokes, there's time for your play. You get me. I know you get me. So you have to be committed to your assignments. And then I'm going to end on this note that you have to be committed on these 3 levels if you want it to work. There are some people that go to church, they are in service groups, they always go to church, they take God seriously, but they don't take their family seriously, they don't take their assignment seriously. You cannot be successful. It is not magic. Or some are good in their family and with God, committed to God and their family, but still they are not really putting all the work in their assignment, it's still not going to work. You get me? So you have to make sure all these three levels are balanced. You get me, babe? I know you can hear me. Yeah. So you have these three have to be balanced. It has to be balanced for you to be like, for you to stand out, for people to know that okay, this person is doing well. I can really remember this kind of aspect where, I don't know, if you're inside a taxi or you go to a place where, especially here in Nigeria, and people are having issues, or someone is always having issues with somebody, people said something like, abeg, no carry that your problem we carry from house come put for my body. That's actually saying that if you're not happy in your family, you can actually have carry that problem from your house to your workplace, and it's not going to be good. You get? And then there are some people that when they go to work, when they are working with somebody, that is the time that they are supposed to use to work, they'll use it to read their Bible. No, you have to balance this. There is time for when you should study your Bible. There is time for you when you should have time for your family. There's time for you to work. So babes, this is all I have to say in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, comment, share. Let others know that you really love this video. Tell them that you love this video and let them subscribe. So get ready for your next book review if you love books. So see you in my next one. Mwah.